Well, howdy there, Internet people, it's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about a general in Oregon saying the quiet part aloud. A brigadier general in the Oregon National Guard testified before state lawmakers in a state Senate subcommittee at the end of September. That testimony is starting to go viral, and it's prompted a lot of questions, and we'll try to answer them. But first, what happened? Well, the general was talking about the two purposes of the Oregon National Guard and said, quote, 1, to defend America, and 2, to protect Oregonians. And so by serving in this mission, they will be protecting any protesters at the ICE facility. Yes, the general said they would be protecting protesters. So, one of the big questions that came in, who is this general, and does he have any authority? Well, the general is Brigadier General Alan R. Grunwald. Does he have any authority? He's the Adjutant General in Oregon. Yeah, he has basically all the authority on the state level. He seemed to be dismissive of Trump's claim that troops would use full force. The general said that's, quote, not a doctrinal term that the Army uses. That's general speak for he's being a keyboard commando. However, the second troops become federalized under Trump's plans, they aren't under his command anymore. They're under NORTHCOM. That being said, General Grunwald appears to have gone out of his way to foster a culture of service to the people and really drilling in the importance of following lawful orders. He sent a letter to the force that in part said, quote, I know some of you may have strong feelings about this mission. That's okay. You are citizens first, but you're also service members who took an oath to support and defend the Constitution and follow the orders of the President and the Governor. That oath doesn't come with an asterisk that says, only when I agree with the mission. We execute lawful orders with professionalism and honor, period. That's what sets us apart. That's what makes us the National Guard. When talking to lawmakers, he asked them to spread the message and differentiate his troops from federal law enforcement, saying, quote, we're the home team, and our job is to protect and serve Oregonians, and we follow lawful orders, and that's what we're doing. Please treat them with dignity and respect. Okay, so how do you square this circle? How can they deploy in support of Trump's plans and protect protesters? I don't want to speak out of turn on this, but if the Guard is given orders to protect a federal building, they might decide it's important to maintain control of the entirety of the perimeter and block all interaction between any demonstrators and those inside the building. They would also not want those inside a building to provoke the demonstrators and might block them from engaging with protesters. For their own safety, of course. Look, not every guardsman is aware of every law and regulation, but they know what the First Amendment is. If a command was successful at instilling oath to Constitution, the level of malicious compliance could reach previously unseen levels. We don't know anybody in the commands in question to get a good direct read on this, but there's definitely some signaling going on from the brass. Hopefully, the courts will continue to derail Trump's moves, and we never find out. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.